Peace and love, collective. Grind, rising. Rise and grind, rise and shine. Whatever way you want the greeting to be, as long as you rise, okay? Show gratitude. All right, y'all. I'll be wanting to burn my little plants. Burn my plants. Hold on. Y'all, I'll be too silly. Let me stop. It's so fun. Hold it down. I know y'all remember that, y'all. It's too early for this. All right, y'all, let me get into this reading. I don't know who energy this is, y'all. It's too much. All praises to the Most High. Unlock the doors to any spell work, any death spells, beauty spells, financial spells, fertility spells, identity theft, spiritually or physically. Unlock the doors to positivity, prosperity, abundance, goodwill, good health, good wealth, good service. All right, collective. Let's do this vibe check, y'all. I'm starting something new. Because I don't want to make like whatever, like I freestyle my readings. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes that karmic energy, certain energy do come through. Like I said, I always try to redirect it. I always try to close y'all out. You know, like take what resonate, leave what don't. You know, don't try to make nothing fit into your space that don't. The things that you could change, ask the Most High to guide you towards change. The things that you can't, ask for serenity. So, you know, I stand on that, but I wanted to, you know, like refreshing my mental state, you know, because some of the spaces that I was in when I used to meditate, like a lot of my, that's why I wanted to, you know, I'm going to take the time and go through my cards and, you know, really stand 10 on my oracles and certain stuff like that when it comes to my cards, because I do want to lighten the mood. Sometimes people do, you know, that those issues do come up in people's life, but you don't want to give so much credit to people and their low vibrational tendencies. You get what I'm saying? But you know, when it comes out, we know everything ain't peaches and cream. You know, we know all that. We know that. But it's a way that you can see the problem and see what the solution gonna be on your end. You get what I'm saying, collective? So with my vibe check starting this week, I wanted to lighten the load. Like, you know, tap into you, tap into your Akashic records, tap into the things that you may be blocked. Like, why are your roads blocked in certain areas of your life? Things like that. So I'm gonna try to tap into the reading a different way, but whatever comes out, it comes out. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make sure we cleanse that energy out. We're not trying to keep staying on the same stagnant stuff. We know what's out here. We know the projections. We know certain things. So we're going to get more into it. We're going to find a solution also. Okay? So I hope that made sense to y'all. Because I'll be like, oh, all this little karmic energy, all of my readings. But hey, the karmics need love too. Because you had karmic tendencies before too. Before you came into the awareness of who you are. And before you came into, you know, I don't think y'all was probably zooted and booted like these folks, because this a whole different breed of karmics. I'm telling you, they go to the depths to win. You know, you don't know why people start to do spell work and send projections onto you, curse your name just by you know, swooping your edges. Y'all know I love to say that. Just by you swooping your edges, y'all. But it's time to grow up. The only thing baby on you should be them hairs, all right? But it's time to grow up. We need some grown-up hairs, all right, y'all? But it's just growth, y'all, nurturing. So that's what I'm going to start the reading off. And I'm going to just channel off of this. I'm not going to, yes, I am. I'm going to take a couple of this. Okay, I'm going to channel off of this because remember, collective, you have limited F's to give, okay? Remember. You got limited F to give, so choose wisely. Choose wisely. You get what I'm saying? The things that you care about. If it's not worth your F's, don't give it. You're on limited F's. But let's see, y'all. I like doing that to see how many come out, y'all. Let's see, because that's going to tell you what's my pool. Okay. We could take 2. We could take 2, because I ain't shake them all out. But, okay, today, collective, I feel like you don't give 2 F's, okay? Like, you only got 2 F's to give today. So, you know what I'm saying? Spend them F's wisely. Spend your care. I'm just trying to keep it cute, I'm not trying to, y'all know what I'm saying. But you only got 2 F's to give today. So don't waste your F's, because certain things ain't worth your time. Certain people, places, and things ain't worth your time, collective. Because look, it's levels of pettiness. Levels of pettiness. So I feel like that's what y'all run into that daily. You get what I'm saying? It depends on how you train your mind to react. You don't have to react to everything, You don't have to react to everything that people say, do, So I feel like it's levels to petty. Okay, let's keep going. Collective, stop responding to everybody pettiness. Y'all see, I be having oil, my candle stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I looked at my video the other day. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even, it was just sitting there. I'm like, I don't know if I even want to upload it. Because y'all know I be like, I sage wipe my desk, everything. But it was the candle wax. It was the candle wax, y'all. It was the candle wax. But that's just me. That's just something about me. If little things is off, my whole mood is off. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, y'all. And then y'all know how, like, that is my pet peeve too. Like, I'll see something like, I'm like, that's candle wax. And then I look and see. Well, that's one thing about me. When it comes to, like, my home space and my office space, stuff like that, I'm not a raggedy ass person. I don't like raggedy blinds. So I know I didn't do that. I think my desk did that, and like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad it's down here. But yeah, everybody like, girl, you don't need no. Yes, I do. That one little line will irritate the heck out of me. So yeah, y'all. That one little thing. And I feel like some of y'all can be like that too. Y'all, that can be the Virgo in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when it comes to professionalism and certain little stuff, like, I will be so hard on myself. Like, something so simple. Like, girl, you can scrape the candle wax off. What, you trying to go buy a new desk? Like, that's just me, y'all. But I feel like that comes from the level of pettiness with people. Like, you got to come to a point in your life you don't care, because you know who you are. But that's I feel like that's how y'all is. It has something to do with professionalism. I feel like it has a whole lot to do with you, professionalism. You going too hard on yourself, baby. You got it. Can I get one more? Can I get one more? Okay. Collective, I feel like somebody was petty when it comes to some type of entry. Okay? It says levels of petty. Somebody did buy you a ticket to something, but it says did buy you a ticket, no invite. So we don't know what's going on with that. I feel like if somebody got a level of pettiness, I feel like they try to trigger you. Like, this person tries to find little things to irritate you about. So I feel like somebody was being petty. It says levels of petty. Did buy you a ticket, no invite. So somebody probably gave you a ticket to somebody else. It's like it's levels of pettiness. Okay, so whoever this is, collective, I feel like this person be coming from a good place. Y'all clash. Yeah, collective. It says look at your bill book. Somebody could be an imposter. Somebody could have stole some type of something when it comes to your identity or something, like your bills or something like that. Yeah, you a visionary, collective. It says visionary. One who sees vision. And it could be something very significant about an old childhood friend that's coming out here in reverse. It says old childhood friend. Yeah, I feel like somebody was an imposter in your life. That's the end of the day. Thank you, ancestors. I feel like your heart was good with the bottom of that, with that throat, with that throat chakra. Yeah, with that throat chakra. Because there's levels of pettiness. I feel like people try to do certain things, leave you out of certain things, or, sway people another way away from you, because it's levels of pettiness. You got to know how to cleanse this karmic energy out, okay? But I feel like people is intimidated about your growth, collective. I feel that when you're invited, like you on a guest list, but it could be somebody who's in control of giving the invitations out. It's like levels of pettiness, collective. And I feel like you've been going through certain things since you were younger, because you was never made to fit in. People found their reasons to dislike you in certain things. But that's what I'm saying. Levels of pettiness is something very significant about an old childhood friend. I feel like someone doesn't like you're a visionary. One who sees visions. I feel like you sink this person's pettiness. You had a vision of something, that this person was suffering from some type of imposter syndrome. This old childhood friend, the level of pettiness. They don't know themselves. You're a visionary, one who sees visions. Yeah, it says, look at your bill book. It says, did buy you a ticket, but no invite. Okay, so I feel like, collective, this could have been something that was helping you with your creativity. I feel like it's something very significant that you had to get over when it comes to your relationships with this sacral chakra energy, with this old childhood friend. This could be something very significant, like a old childhood friend that betrayed you in some type of way. Take what resonate, leave what don't, or feel betrayed. Take what resonate and leave what type that don't. Okay, leave what type that don't. I don't know, collective. Y'all know when I channel, I just let words flow. Okay. But it says your sacral chakra rules your connection with your physical self and how you perceive yourself. When open, you will have healthy and more, you will have healthy amount of self-respect and good relationships. Okay, so it's like something that happened when you were a child, this old childhood friend. This could have been like a friendship or something that you feel like it was petty. Somebody was a imposter. You feel like somebody was not being themselves. This could have wounded you when it came to trusting other people as you grow. Y'all know when you grow up, you had that one friend, a couple friends, and like the betrayal hit different, because you don't think that person will go to that level of pettiness to try to, you get what I'm saying, to keep you away from certain opportunities and certain things. But you seen visions. You could always been this tapped in person. I feel like, collective, somebody wanted to overbill you when it comes to something. It's imposter syndrome. It's like somebody keep up with you. Somebody can work in some type of financial institution or something, collective. Somebody keeps up with you. Look at your bill book. Something is not going to make sense to you. This old childhood friend was an imposter, collective. They had a levels of pettiness, the things that they do. And this is something that somebody could have put onto you, wanted to attach onto you since you were younger. And you had to find a way to, remove this energy. Let's keep going. I'm going to read from my cosmic records. Yeah, because like records always being keeping. Records always being kept when it comes to certain things in the spiritual, especially of visions, ones who see visions. Those are certain things that already, you get what I'm saying, that you already seen, but you're just waiting. You just had to put the pieces together or something. Let's see. Okay. Step back. Yeah, you are being called to keep your distance so you can see the factors clouding your judgment. When you step outside the situation, you can uncover the truth hidden beneath the surface. Yes, collective, somebody was an imposter. This childhood friend, you had to step back. You had to step back. That was the vision that your guys was telling you to step back. so you can see people, places, and things for who they are. It says visionary, one who sees visions. You had to step back. You had to cleanse your energy so you could see people for who they are, okay? Because it was levels of pettiness, yeah. People was talking about you like you don't care what people say. But when it goes to the point where it's messing with your money, you get what I'm saying? It's a problem when it comes with just stability. But yes, it was levels of pettiness, and you started to see that. You seen this person in your dream. You seen these visions in your dreams. That's why the Most High told you to step back. Your guides, your ancestors told you to step back. You are being called to keep your distance, baby, because it's levels of pettiness. And a petty person, an insecure person, is dangerous. I feel like it was something that you're supposed to be invited to. Somebody could have showed up as you, this imposter. Or showed up in your energy. You get what I'm saying? They could have showed up in your energy. When y'all get imposters identity, that's energy harvesting. Somebody could have showed up in your energy. This imposter, this old childhood friend. Okay? Like this person didn't want you to come to certain things or be a part of certain things. Ooh, y'all. This person didn't want you to be a part of certain things. I feel like you had to let it burn, baby. Because they were already. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I hate this. Oh my God. Y'all know this gonna drive me nuts, y'all. I'm about to change. Stop the video. These ashes went everywhere from my Palo Santo. Goodness. God. We're gonna flow with it. I don't know why I feel like I needed to like cleanse the energy from it, but I feel like that was like you letting something burn, like you letting something burn with this whole thing, because I feel like it took a whole lot of something in your life. This was like somebody wanted to intentionally join stuff so they could feel more superior, you know, than you. It's something like that, collective. Yeah, because you this whole visionary out here. But this person had a level of pettiness of how far they will go to try to take the certain type of some people you attract attention naturally. You don't have to be artificial for people to gravitate towards your energy. And some people see that, so they start being fake. You know, a lot of people, it's levels of petty, baby. I feel like this person did a whole lot of things. I feel like this person felt some type of way about your financial, like you couldn't even be there. You know, as far as your dreams, whatever it is that you wanted to work towards, you would be surprised. You know, people act like they don't see you, but they never take their eye off of you. I feel like you seen a vision. You always been this visionary, one who sees visions. You had to step back. You had to cleanse your energy from people, places, and things so you can see them for exactly who they are. Okay? It could be sometimes people you've been knowing forever be the ones that get sent back giving you evil eye because they just can't figure out why you know which way you want to go in life, and they haven't really gripped it. Let me get one more. But you need to step back, collective. Take a step back. Because this level of pettiness, I feel like people is starting to try to keep you left out of certain things. But if people believe anything when it comes to certain people with this petty person, this petty Patty, this petty Betty, if they believe, you know, if people believe certain things and then give you the benefit of the doubt to see your side of the story, let them stay on that side, my love. Yeah, you're reflecting. You're reflecting, baby. Yup, it says you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul growth. It says use it to deepen your understanding and intuition, baby. You always been this visionary. You always been this visionary. I feel like you had to take a step back so you can see people, places, and things for who they are. Yeah, you had to take control of your life. It says in a relationship or situations, your passive stats has caused you to miss opportunities that should have been yours. Now is the moment to take charge, step forward, and claim what's rightfully yours, baby. This person was an imposter. Somebody could, yeah, this person was an imposter, collective. You had to take your control back. You had to step back and reflect and take your control back. You forgot who you was or who you are. This person was the level of petty, baby. They tried to redirect your path. Yeah, that's what they did. You are being called to skillfully direct others' attention. That's when didn't I say that? You attract certain things naturally to you. You don't have to be fake or artificial. Yeah, it says you are being called to skillfully direct others' attention. Not to manipulate, but to achieve goals in reality. With a precise word and logic. It says focus attention towards positions that benefit you, baby. This person ain't like your go-getter energy. You this visionary, one who sees vision. This person it was levels of petty. This person had levels of petty. They was an imposter. They say they bought you a ticket to something but didn't invite you. You know what I'm saying? It was something like that, collective. It could have been some type of conference or something. Because this person never wanted you to be seen as this leader. Someone wanted to weaken you. This old childhood friend. Somebody could have seen your financial books or something. It says, look at your bill book. Somebody could have synced something, collective. Yeah, dependence. It says your dependence on a relationship or a habit that hinders your shine. Believe in yourself. You already have all you need to succeed. And the only affirmation comes from within. Watch how you talk to yourself, collective. Yeah, you had to step back and reflect. It says turn away. You're investing energy into soil that won't blossom. It's time to walk away and focus on the things that resonate with your inner calling. So your effort bears fruit, baby. Okay? You in the wrong places. Wrong people, places. I feel like at this time, collective, it was something that you was doing. You know? It was something that you were doing and somebody thought that they were going to stop it. Yeah, you had to release people that want to act like they want to see you doing good but not better than them. It says you are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict your growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true values is holding you back from your inner peace. You know, collective, have patience. Sometimes people lose you. You know, because they couldn't be they true self. Sometimes people use you because they couldn't be their true self, collective. Yeah, whoever this person is, oh baby, hey baby, they had levels of pettiness. They had levels of pettiness, collective. And I feel like your great fortune, whatever it is that you were building towards, it intimidated them. Someone could be 26. The 26 can be significant. Something intimidated this person. But you seen this person in your vision. Yeah. Official person. Like you official, collective. 22 can be significant. 26, you're official. This person was an imposter. It could be something very significant about your marriage. Yeah. It says official person, marriage. This could have what intimidated this person. They never wanted you to come into union with this official person. Yeah, despair in reverse. Somebody wanted you to be in despair. And they had levels of pettiness, collective, but it didn't work out like that. Yeah, because you closed the door. You had literally a death. You deaf to the deceitful. You had to dead these relationships that was not helping you grow. They were draining you. They were killing you. Yeah. You wasn't building nothing with this family room. You ended this. You ended this with a whole community. And I feel like it's a wealthy man, yeah, collective, that sit and watch something. I feel like this wealthy man, like, take his hat off to you. He tilt his hat to you. Because somebody seen just how far that people went to invade your peace, your privacy. It was levels of pettiness, collective, because you were visionary, because you see visions, because you a spiritual being, whatever this was, collective. You got a lot of people that's in despair because they thought that they ended you. They thought they ended your gifts. That's what I keep saying. You stay present. You stay present. You are the gift. They thought they ended your gifts, collective. Toil and labor, baby. They thought they ended your gift. They thought they put an ending to you. You got a whole lot of people that's sitting up here that's in unequally yoked partnerships and relationships because they wanted to be an imposter in your life. They wanted to beat you to where you were going. They wanted to block your roads, your pathway. Yeah, judicious, like a lot of people, collective, depending on the level of pettiness, you're going to see these people in court. When it comes to something significant about your money, expectation, I feel like this false person forgot who they was. They literally forgot who they was, who they are. It could be something very significant about your work. Look, you see how that judge sitting there like, what? You see how the judge sitting there like, what? And I feel like somebody in a partner, this could be, it says old childhood friends. I feel like a whole community came up to, they were petty. This was the pettiest. This judge is sitting here like, really? You see how he's sitting there like, really? So it could have been like a couple. It could have been like a couple, a collective. Somebody was like an imposter. Somebody could have said that they were you for some type of financial wealth or something. Yeah, you work for what you want. Y'all, my car is flying everywhere. I'm going to get it. Oh, goodness. I need to get myself back to my stretching and my yoga. I know. Yeah, it says work for what you want, collective. You work hard for what you want. It's showing out. People feel like you be showing out or something because you happy for what you worked hard for. Wanted to block you. Wanted to block you from wealthy men, certain partnerships, your pathway, collective. Somebody wanted to end your family, like people supporting you. I feel like this mature man that's on his journey, you know what I'm saying? Know you this privileged lady. They looking back to see how far you see the train. And I've been keep picking up this train station energy. Yo,